Dominant. An absolute landmark of the city. That's probably the best way to describe the Cathedral of Palma de Mallorca, also known as La Seu. Standing proudly above the waterfront, this magnificent Gothic cathedral has been shaping the skyline of Palma for more than 700 years. In this video, we'll take a closer look at its fascinating history, explore its spectacular interior, and also visit the nearby Museu Diocesà, which you can enter with a combined ticket together with the cathedral. We have a real soft spot for sacred buildings, so we always like to give them their own dedicated video. And this is the first one from our trip to Mallorca. So if you don't want to miss how we managed to explore practically the entire island in just 5 days, don't forget to like the video and follow the channel. Yes, this altar really is beautiful. And yes, it was designed by Antoni Gaudí. We'll come back to it in a moment. But first, let's go through a few useful tips. We bought our tickets online for a specific time and paid €25 per person. This is not the basic entrance fee, which costs €11. For €25, you get access to the cathedral, the terraces, and the Museum of Sacred Art. And because the access to the terraces is possible only through a single staircase, that's where we're heading first. We arrived at 10 in the morning, right when the first visitors were allowed in, so we didn't have to wait for access to the terraces. As far as we understood, entry is regulated every 30 minutes, with visitors going up and then coming back down. So if you want to visit the terraces, I definitely recommend booking one of the first-time slots in the morning. After returning from the terraces, we take a look at some of the artworks and sacred objects inside the cathedral just before heading towards the exit. There is plenty to see here, from historic paintings and sculptures to beautiful religious objects. don't worry, we're not heading for the exit just yet. We haven't even properly explored the interior or talked about the history of this incredible cathedral, which goes back more than 700 years. The story of La Seu begins in 1229, when King James I conquered Mallorca and ordered the former main mosque of Palma Mallorca to be consecrated as a Christian church dedicated to the Virgin Mary. But he also ordered something much bigger: the construction of an entirely new cathedral. The builders used part of the site of the former mosque, and the new cathedral was built in the Mediterranean Gothic style. The first documents related to the construction date back to 1230, but the building we see today really began to take shape during the reign of King James II at the end of the 13th century. And this was definitely not a quick project. Construction continued for centuries, with the cathedral finally completed in the 1630s. Over those hundreds of years, the building continued to evolve. The bell tower was completed in 1498. The main structure was extended in the 16th century, and during the 17th and 18th centuries, Baroque altarpieces, paintings, and sculptures were added to the interior. Then came another major chapter in the cathedral's history: Antoni Gaudí. Between 1904 and 1915, Gaudí completely reorganized parts of the interior to adapt the cathedral to modern liturgical needs. And that's where we'll find some of the most fascinating details inside La Seu. And because, to be honest, we had a little trouble finding the Museum of Sacred Art, we'll show you exactly where to find it. It's only about a 3-minute walk from the cathedral exit, just behind La Seu. The museum houses an impressive collection of religious art from different periods of Mallorca's history, including Gothic paintings, sculptures, altarpieces, and other sacred objects. One of the highlights is the tomb of Jaume II, King of Mallorca. which was originally located inside the cathedral. But there's also something here you probably wouldn't expect to find in a museum of sacred art, a stuffed crocodile. According to local legend, this was actually a dragon known as the Drac de Coca, which supposedly terrorized Palma in the 17th century. The story says that a knight named Bartomeu Coca eventually killed the creature and gave it to his beloved as a token of his love. In reality, of course, it's not a dragon at all, but a real crocodile that probably arrived in Palma on a merchant ship. It was later preserved and eventually became one of the museum's most famous exhibits. So yes, even if you come here mainly for religious art and history, you might leave with a story about a dragon.